I have one word for you, and it is Wuhan!
I am going to sell this movie for an assload of money.
You in the front. Please sit your ass down already. We are James's parents, and we approve this message.
Hold on while I find a voice that suits me.
They say it couldn't be done, but I am living the dream, baby.
They say it couldn't be done, but I am living the dream, baby.
They say it couldn't be done, but I am living the dream, baby.
They say it couldn't be done, but I am living the dream, baby.
There we go. Now, let's rock this movie.
We present to you the Saga of Amboy.
As always, if you like it, click and subscribe.
And if you don't, then puppies will die.
Where to begin?
Well, me, I was fresh off parole for having too much fun.
I let you go for so long. It's a nice day to start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Ow. Pick it up. Take me back home, yeah. There is nothing fair in this world. There is nothing safe in this world. And there's nothing sure in this world. And there's nothing pure in this world. Look for something left in this world. Start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a white wedding. Whoa, it's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day to start again. What you want with a nice day for a white wedding.
James has a huge phallus and is one of the greatest minds of our time.
Well, me, I was fresh off parole for having too much fun, and I married this badass chick named Crystal.
Indeed, I am in fact one badass bit.
So maybe I like kombucha and American Spirit cigarettes. What I really live for, though, is watching the cartoon Bluey on the television for...
Apparently, I also had quite the driving record abroad.
Try as I might be, it was just always so restless.
I don't ever wanna have to try. No, a lie never flies. I don't ever wanna have to die, but deep inside, the death it hides. And I never wanna clarify and justify, so I run and hide. And I never wanna say goodbye, so I pacify all the hate inside. I'll never love again.
My real passion, though, is saving the animals.
I'm never gonna love again.
always eat chips and dip, but when I do, I like to add some cilantro and a hint of lime. If that makes me naughty, you should...
All our wild sex, we ended up conceiving a child.
Honestly, I'd rather get shot again than to be pregnant.
In all honesty, James is a very sweet, loving guy.
Of course we had our issues, like any other couple.
James has a huge balance and is one of the greatest minds of our time.
Desperate for money! I took a risky job driving a semi-trailer. But try as I may in the past, always seemed to catch up. But try as I may, my past always seemed to catch up. I had no idea what cargo I was carrying. Having a family now, I had to rethink cares. So I took a mediocre job in the town of Amboy, Illinois.
That same day, I too took a job in Amboy as a bartender. I am Ashley, and it is great to meet you all.
Wasn't long it started to feel like one long Groundhog Day though.
Until having that job, my life felt like one long Groundhog Day.
I no longer felt like myself and started to hate life.
Not like I hated him, but all I ever wanted to do anymore was drink a lot.
Did she mention yet that she drank heavily? So yeah, married life, ... It had its days to say the least. And our relationship was long-suffering for many reasons.
This is my longtime best friend Taylor, who also worked here. And from Taylor I met Brian, who I started dating.
Yeah. So I am Brian, and I can be a bit unstable.
Brian wasn't much to look at, but he pursued me until I gave in. I guess it was better than all the years leading up to that at least. And that was life for a hot second. Work and drama. And then somewhere around August 2025, Jason came in the picture.
My name is Jason, and I portray one of the villains. But yeah, in real life, I am also a not-so-nice person at all.
With Jason around, it seemed the drugs got to be more rampant in our lives.
So yeah, I am petty meth dealer, originally from Florida.
One point was being investigated for a murder involving a fentanyl overdose, and so I came to Amboy to live in a secluded warehouse on the outskirts of town. Started selling my drugs and using them to prey on Ashley's.
And to my dismay, Brian began getting a bit abusive. Brian and I had actually worked together at the bar, until he was fired a month prior. When I tried to leave him, though he began stalking me at my job.
One of a million ironies, the day they broke up was the same day Crystal and I parted.
The local cops repeatedly arrested Brian for that, but was always released the same day.
I guess I am just a misunderstood tweaker, and I apologize to Ashley for behaving like an idiot I am.
But that didn't stop him from stalking me there every day.
By then I had met Ashley at the bar while using their Wi-Fi on my downtime, while at work. Admittedly, I liked her the moment I first saw that stupid pretty face of hers.
At first I thought to myself James wasn't the type I'd normally like. But what can I say? I was wrong as hell about that. Despite all my guilt in helping Brian, he needed help I couldn't provide. So he was actually banned from there, and the other bars on the strip at the time.
And instinctually I got protective, seeing the crap Brian was pulling.
The local cops repeatedly arrested Brian for that, but was always released the same day.
It became a lot of work for us locals, and Brian only got worse. We kept arresting him, but liberal Illinois laws would let him right back out. Despite Ashley being a victim, city officials decided to have her fired.
And it was that September 2025 that our worlds collided together. Nothing would ever be the same again, and I mean nothing.
Indeed, the Saga of Amboy was about to take a crash course into chaos theory.
We had no way to know this collision was going to change everything we ever knew.
For the record, over the months and years I've been making these YouTube videos, I've pushed many people I cared about away with them. So please have appreciation. And so it began, a regular Watson and Holmes prying into complex matters as the evening set each day.
So I claimed my things and we began investigating, leading to an unlikely partnership.
The moon would poke its face out, emitting energy in the air, and seemed to follow us as weeks went by texting each other every night. Now separated and not seeing Crystal except for our kid, I had no idea how to explain any of this. Like anyone else, I wanted my marriage to work, but didn't want it to go right back to how it always was.
And as time went on, I suppose it was inevitable that in all this trust we became very good friends. So yeah, out of a job and a expired license, I started letting Jason drive me in my truck. Me on the front lines in the south of Amboy rubbing elbows with nefarious criminals to gather intel. And him in the center of town doing what he does best in ways that still confound me.
Let's just say that while away in a prison cell, I got real good at obtaining information. And if I want to find you, then I will find you.
As that played out and Brian was in jail, I spent time with Jason in the mix of what he was doing around town. Hanging out with Jason early on, I had some unnerving thoughts about some things, but didn't yet have the proof I needed. So I began paying close attention, investigating him a bit as James was out investigating the bar situation.
In the meantime, I myself secured my spot next to Ashley with her, depending on me for rides and a shoulder to lean on. Not only did I never pay her for her help, but I also began setting up other dealers and innocent people for profit. What is more, I knew she had traumas, and when she tried to pull away, I was able to use that to keep her attention. In reality, despite my infatuation, I constantly used her and was great at manipulating the situation for my own benefit. Not gaining ground with her, though, I became psychotic and threatened suicide about every night. So even when she finally had enough, she still felt compelled to answer my calls and cared about my well-being.
Even the police long wanted to shut the bar down, but it was like someone was pulling strings to keep that from happening.
In a town where everyone already thinks the bar is being used as a front, we were skeptical.
I am Frank Stenzel, the mayor of Amboy and local commissioner, and I don't want to tall about it. Like I tell everyone, I had filed a complaint with the state against the bar, and don't know why it hasn't yet caught up, even though I had the full authority to shut down that bar long ago, and had more than enough reasons to. Can't say why I didn't.
Collecting information was going to prove hard, but not impossible.
It just didn't make sense how anyone legally could punish a victim of domestic abuse.
Curious, I went into the town meeting entries as far back as July and found nothing on the map. And I was banned from the bar by the manager John for filming a documentary I started from the start. I called the actual owner of the bar, George, early on and kept that conversation saved on this phone. He blamed the bar's failing condition on prior managers and pretended to care, saying he would meet. George had all kinds of excuses for the bar failing, blaming the managers, and agreed to meet. But that was all smoke and mirrors to throw me off the scent, placating to decide his next move. That full documentary, A Salute to the Bear's Den Bar and Depot Tap, exists in the Saga of Amboy playlist.
They said it was because Brian had been circulating rumors I was a drug maker and seller that I was fired. But both John the manager and the police knew this was a lie, as there are cameras all over. Fact is, John himself was running the place to the ground, did cocaine, sexually harassed all of us, and many other illicit acts. Sadly, Taylor quit her job and moved an hour away after I was let go, and so had few friends left. Don't get me wrong, the Bear's Den in its heyday was a happening spot with the actual Chicago Bears sometimes visiting. Cocaine and knife fights, the cops used to live for it and kinda missed that. But that aside, these days didn't agree with what all John was doing. Instead, they chose to quell all the attention I was bringing the bar by having me removed, hoping it would die back down. Not to mention the bar used us to buy alcohol privately despite the rigid liquor license codes, and were paid under the table all in one big tax evasion scheme that both the commissioner and cops alike knew about and chose to ignore all along.
We still thought it fucked up that the Bear's Den Bar went along with firing him.
It wasn't.
I did eventually walk into City Hall and requested a meeting with the mayor, leaving my number with the secretary, who shared a few words. She said a complaint had in fact been filed but gave no specifics, asking me if Ashley and I would like to meet with the chief of police in the meantime. With potential to finally tell her side of things, Ashley was enthused by this prospect, but ultimately backed down as to protect any lawsuits she might, which didn't matter no way, since neither the chief nor commissioner ever reached out as they were supposed to. All the same, I had made myself known.
Long, though, that our snooping ruffled some feathers of someone who desperately wanted us silenced for good.
And you might say things got a little heated, but nothing
on the mic like a fascist, Adolf Hitler, coming through with no remorse, too so big in the picture, rising from the sea like a Godzilla, straight up in your mind with my armor blade and driller. I don't give a fuck what you think about this shit, cause I'm in it for the money, never out to make a hit. If you can't take it, like I said, get a grip, cause I'm hitting from you straight like a muscle, you're dead. Come on! I'm thinking about this, thinking about I'm thinking about this, thinking about this, thinking about come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Thinking about I'm thinking about this, thinking about I'm thinking about this, thinking about this, thinking about, thinking about without a limit. Oh, when I turn you all down, yes, I wasn't in it. I'm full of feeling, was as strong as you want. My brain said someone in the town in a ding dong. 3 days, 7 hours in a 5 minutes. I since I saw you last time, was the style like a message down. A reason why I should cut it 2 track in the harmonies, TC2 track.
We barely got away alive, but it was Ashley's mad driving skills that saved us. On no sleep, I still made it to work too.
I was born to fly away and run across the sun. It faded out like a candle in the breeze, fading out like I'm supposed to. So every day I'm against the wall with nowhere to turn to. And if I dare to believe it all, it leaves me deflated.
At this point, James decided to meet and do a formal interview to conclude his 8-part documentary, feeling like we had solved it all.
You gotta say hi to your fans. Huh? We're gonna do both. Your mirror's in your way. Huh? I said your mirror's in your way. Okay. Look, I'm ending this documentary. Anything you got? Nothing. Amy never had anything. You're not in this phrase. It's okay. It's okay. All right. 2 questions. 1, what do you want people to know? Just whatever the fuck comes to your head. Yeah.
Mayonnaise, don't judge a book by its cover, or don't make judgments based on other people.
I don't know. I would have threw a joke in there too.
You put me on the spot. Now I'm so nervous.
I figured that. You're actually doing better than I thought. 2, the question I keep asking, which has got nothing to do with me, but generally, what does Ashley want in life?
I don't know, I haven't found my purpose yet, so I'm just taking it day by day. It's just to genuinely be happy. That's it.
Alright, Stella found her groove, you'll get yours too. We're gonna find that purpose. Alright. We're gonna make you famous.
Mind you, it didn't feel like we solved much. She was still out of a job. and without much to add to the story we began talking less. But most of all there remained always this nagging feeling that I missed something along the way vital to the story. Remember, this movie is just the summary.
Without a job and a child's birthday coming up, I no longer had energy to invest in a bar that never cared back and needed to focus. Jason, knowing this while owing me $1,100 for damaging my truck, not to mention cleaning his dwelling, now tried luring me back in with hopes he'd repay me now that he came into possession of 2 separate vehicles he got along the way, knowing he had no intention of that.
Even the best of us who have the sight to be able to predict very well. Chaos is that speck of dust since the beginning of time who is trajectory blindsides. Best laid plans with the unforeseen butterfly effect. This was that night when the butterfly took flight.
So I got my house back in order and was real proud about that. Dare I say, did a good job of ignoring Jason too, but that is also when things started to get strange. By now I was used to Jason's constant threats of suicide, but lately it had taken on a whole new evil I thought was just manipulation, not just vividly gruesome and psychotic, but it was almost like he was outright possessed.
She called me that night very upset, and I offered to meet Jason one-on-one, but she asked I didn't. So in the least I advised her to not give into it and refrain from going out to that warehouse anymore. And with that I needed some air, saddened by never seeing her, and took to the town.
Should have listened to him and stayed home, but couldn't live with myself if anything actually happened. It was the night that Jason kept living, just not the same. And I think was also the night a part of me died. Or at least was forever changed. I see now James was right about things he tried to say. Everything was connected.
I headed out, needing to forget Amboy for just a night. And I don't know if it was the alcohol, but the strangest shit happens.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something.
Welcome to the show!
The end is the beginning is the end, and it is beginning.
You are all going to die!
Some of them want to use you.
Kill the demon! Armageddon is upon you!
Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.
You need to prepare for war!
God has never left you.
I am the echo of the forgotten!
To all the millions of viewers, what the Blues Brothers gotta say in 2025.
First thing I got to say is God bless Chicago, God bless America, God bless those troops. And gentlemen, start your engine! All I gotta say is we're on a mission from God.
Dude, I love it. I love hearing those fucking words. Thank you.
Armageddon is upon you!
Go save the girl!
You should have never came here!
Because we are many!
I never wanted to be in this movie, but here I am.
Hello, pretty thing!
I can't speak it, or else you will dig my grave. You feel and finding, always whining. Take my hand now, be alive. You see, I cannot be forsaken, because
My name is Trauma, and I am here to destroy you. These fangs are meant to kill, and you should be running!
We walk amongst you, feeding, raping.
my telephone's Jason got no reply, and by evening I knew something terribly wrong was happening to me, my senses heightening. When I got to Jason's, the power was out, and everything was tossed as literally bats flew around. Finding him lying naked, covered in blood that wasn't his, disoriented, I got the fuck out of there. I woke the next morning disoriented, feeling like I was going to throw up, my skin burning, hoping it was all just a horrible dream.
To my complete surprise, when I came into Amboy the next day, all intersections were blockaded by police. Luckily, I worked there, so they let me in, watching as a parade of emergency vehicles passed through, when something caught my eye. On one of the vehicles I noticed a Chinese insignia. I recollected back a year prior to the cargo container that got attacked while transporting. Back at home, I was able to trace that mark to a company called the WIV located in Wuhan, China, and phoned Ashley the news.
Feeling I needed help, I called James over and recounted the events. My body pulsing with every passing hour like a newfound feeling more confident around him as I always do, and yet also experiencing a longing I hadn't quite felt before.
Something in her eyes as she spoke told me her frightening experience had been real, and gave me goosebumps.
I blush as I say this, but I was never more turned on by a man than I was in that moment alone with him, hoping he knew.
There was something more though in those pupils, a sense of regency, something primal. I'll never forget that night, for many reasons. The two of us locking bodies under silk sheets.
Once again, I was pleasantly surprised in new ways by someone who had a knack for breaking barriers. What can I say? He was good.
Still high on adrenaline as she slept, I felt compelled to go see the warehouse for myself under cover of night.
Sensing I was alone, I awoke wondering where he went. Saddened he was nowhere to be seen as I checked my makeup in the bathroom mirror.
With no signs of life, I snooped around the building, taken back by the sheer amount of bats.
And I was never more scared in my life than by what happened next as I stared back at myself.
Armed with only a sword from my trunk I had bought for kicks, I entered an adjacent hall. The air in there vibrated and hummed as if alive, ghastly-looking creatures clinging to the walls. Through an adjacent door that led outside into the night, stood before me fields stretching a mile. A billowing marijuana field so thick you could suffocate in it, but also an acidic aroma that burned. I headed back towards Ashley's, and was in the middle of that town south of Amboy when hell broke loose. What appeared to be a dog the size of a Buick came out of nowhere, and thrust my car sideways, proceeding to then circle my idling vehicle. Pissed off my new paint job was ruined, sword in hand I got out to confront this stupid dog. I grossly underestimated the sheer size it, but more importantly, its demonic appearance. But it was the voice, that familiar voice.
I have one word for you, and it is Wuhan!
Confronted by the demon I knew to be Jason, I foolishly entered unprepared into battle, lucky enough to wound and drive him off. And that is when it snarled and made a leap at me, forcing a very unforeseen fight in a tiny town. I may have won if that is how you want to play it, but it was clear to me I was going to learn how to actually use a sword if I am going to own one. Putting Ashley and her kid in a hotel, I decided to take a flight to see an old friend from prison that owed me a favor from 20 years ago.
Oh!
This motherfucker.
Look at this
decides that it's a good idea to put us a video. Because I'm the person that everyone knows has such a big fucking social media presence.
Don't worry about that. Nobody's watching this shit. But look at this stash.
I'm keeping it to Halloween.
Tear her out, baby.
It seemed though I had been followed abroad, forced to bring my friend into a world of trouble, he was more than happy to undertake. Together we took a flight to the pharmaceutical lab in Wuhan to see for ourselves what they were up to, tracking the cargo back to the States. By the time we got there though, it was already too late, as the military called in a strike to contain the already spreading virus.
The materials in question were in fact highly experimental marijuana seeds with profound effects.
Intended as a biological weapon, once in bloom the plants emitted a chemical agent into the air. Notably, the shipments were coming straight here of all places to Amboy, through my old road team sent to kill me and take the cargo. And it turns out that the Bear's Den bar was warehousing the materials for the pharmaceutical company.
Amboy had been chosen as a central hub because, of course, location, location, location.
With 4 major intersecting highways in the middle of nowhere, Amboy was the perfect place to move a lot of inventory under the radar. Thank God, Ashley was still staying at the hotel outside of town, where we reconvened. With nothing left to lose for any of us, it was time for some payback and an adventure. And there was some work to do here.
With what survivors we could find, an alliance was formed. And knowing what lay ahead, I thought it time to perfect my skills.
I decided what was needed was to see the best in the business, my brother, who taught me the way.
Wasn't the only one who trained hard. We all got it in inside one badass montage.
I was always a natural born killer.
Now it was time to get even.
Shit, man, everything mutated, plants, animals, and fucking A. I guess even the Amboy train, buckle up, kid.
Survival became a long series of endless battles that took us all over, stopping only as necessary.
Ein Punker unterrichtet in der großen Stadt. Es war in Wien, war Vienna, wo alles tat. Er hatte Schulden, denn er trank, doch ihn liebten alle Frauen. Und jede rief, na kann man Rock me Amadeus. Er war Superstar, er war populär, er war so exaltiert, because er hatte Flair. Er war ein Virtuose, war ein Rockidol. Und alles rief, na kann man Rock me Amadeus. Es war um 1780 und es war in Wien. No Plastic Money anymore, die Banken gegen ihn. Woher die Schulden kamen, war wohl jedermann bekannt. Er war ein Mann der Frauen, Frauen liebten seinen Punk. Er war ein Superstar, er war so populär, er war zu exaltiert, genau das war sein Flair. Er war ein Virtuose, war ein Rockidol. Und alle suchten noch heute Captain Rock me Amadeus.
The camera doesn't do my face justice, but the dog is cute.
I just love a man that I can chew on. Maybe I do have a type, and it is O negative. I just love a man that I can chew on.
That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an airplane, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself, churn, world serves its own needs, dummy serve your own needs, beat it up an ox, speed, grunt, no strength, the ladder starts to clatter with fear, bite down, high wire, and a fire representatives have engaged in a government for hire and a combat site. Left to west are coming in a hurry with the furies beating down your neck. Team by team reporters babble Trump, tether crop, look at that, no plane, fine, then, overflow, population common, do what it'll do, save yourself, serve yourself, world serves its own needs, listen to your heartbeat, dummy with the rapture and the reverend and the right, you patriotic, slam, fight, bright, light, feeling, pretty sight. It's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. 6 o'clock TV hour, don't get caught in foreign tower, slice and burn, return, listen to yourself churn, lock it in, uniform and book, burning blood, letting every motive escalate, automotive incinerate, light a candle, light a motor, step down, watching heel crush, this means no fear, cavalier, renegade, steer clear, tournament of lies, offer me solutions, offer me alternatives, and I decline. It's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, I feel fine. The other night I tripped an ice, continental drift divide, mountain sit in a line, Leonard Bernstein, Leonard Brasnap, Lenny Bruce and Lester Banks, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom, you symbiotic, patriotic, slam button, that, right, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end.
This is where I leave you.
As the pollen traveled, it mutated all biological matter in its wake, and no two mutations were completely identical.
A year passed, and with it we had many casualties, eventually finding ourselves in Colorado. New and greater dangers lurked behind every corner, putting a great strain on us all.
It doesn't hurt me. You want to feel how it feels. You want to know that it doesn't hurt me. You want to hear about the deal I'm making. You and me. And if I only could, I'd make a deal with God and get into some places, be running off that road.
That is when finally the hellhound known as Trauma returned to us seeking vengeance.
But this time, I was prepared for that fight, and met him on the battleground.
And he was not to face it alone if I could help it.
To you, I'm
With the trauma dog bond now vanquished, I was finally free to start living my life for the first time. Oh well, fuck me, I forgot, damn it. Yeah, the world was still alive with mutated organisms trying to eat us. Oh well, back to fighting.
But see how deep the bullet lies, unaware that in tearing you asunder, there is thunder in our hearts. So much love for the ones we love. Tell me we both matter, don't we?
After a while, it was like you no longer could feel pain, and with it, emotion, testing your limits. After a while, it was like you no longer could feel pain, and with it, emotion, testing your limits.
With my power evolving beyond my control, it consumed me and caused me to lash out. There was an intense infighting. In the end, my spirit could no longer be contained and was taken into the air.
I was sad to see Ashley basically vanish into thin air, though by then we kinda hated each other, and she was a loud sleeper.
I suppose all relationships go through battles, and ours was epic, but I love and forgave my husband. Besides, he a big dick and knew how to use it. What can I say? He was good with words.
Anyone still watching this series, I am sorry I wasted your time and leave you now to your pathetic lives. Dear Amboy, Illinois, here is your salute. Go fuck yourselves.
I have one word for you, and it is Wuhan!
Anyone still watching this series, I am sorry I wasted your time.
I think I got a bum rap in this movie, but at least I was badass bitch. And now I am going to kick James's ass for doing all this to me. Alright, listen up, fuckwads. Especially you liberals with your green-dyed hair, nose rings, and backwards ideologies.
The sole purpose of this film, other than cinematic value, is to provide transparency.
This movie was loosely based on a true story about a girl who was in fact unlawfully terminated from her job by suffering domestic abuse.
There is nothing funny about domestic violence, and the current Illinois laws now do little about it. The movie is being used as a form of news to illustrate, other than the viral apocalypse, what had taken place in Amboy.
In making this film for the viewer, as for anyone in it, there is no intent to otherwise defame,
Intimidate, insinuate, decimate, propagate, or desecrate. Harass, bamboozle, menace, exploit, misrepresent, blackmail, share warm, cozy nights with.
Hinder, defile, annoy, harm, or in any other manner deliberately insult any one person. And I assure you no puppies were harmed in the creation of this epic saga.
All silliness aside, drugs are bad. For questions or comments, you can email the team at jmmoreno0781@gmail. If you didn't like this movie, I will use my skills to find you and make a worse one about you.
We do implore you to watch the full 8-part Amboy Saga series that follows this movie.
Better not hit that like button, or he could end making a sequel and nobody wants that. And his dick size has nothing to do with the movie. Mind you, it is a pretty nice fucking cock.
Despite how it looks, I do my job the best I can and hope Ashley goes on to have a fulfilling life.
We dedicate this movie to all the little people out there on islands whose stories should be told. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors, Monster Energy Drinks, Valium CNN. The fantastic people at the Wuhan Institute who I hear are doing tremendous things. Martha Stewart, the ghost of Partick Swayze, Kit Kat bars, aging prostitutes, Pauly Shore.
Did someone fart? I swear that wasn't me.
Pow Chicken, Russia, D's Nuts, the NRA, Stifler's Mob, Trap Houses, and viewers like you.
James, have you even wrapped this script? It sucks, and I am sure is offensive to the entire world.
Ashley and I never actually dated or consummated in our relationship as good friends. Not that I don't arguably love her.
I probably will end up beating the shit out of James for all the hell he has put me through during the past months.
As far as Jason the Trauma Bond Dog, I am told he is still out there somewhere doing much worse things. Some very illegal things that somehow he is skirting arrest, probably by setting people up.
Should we be using words like cock, dick, and ass? Seriously, James, have you no shame as a director?
To that I say piss, shit, fuck, suck, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Did I miss any?
That is what she said, and that my friend you can shove in a hairy box.
You are probably wondering why someone as hot as me could love James so much, and that is the point of the story. Don't judge the cover.
Ah shit, I forgot my lines. Fuck it, fuck you, fuck everything to hell. Someone get me a bottle of Jack and some ice already.
I told you, dear Chihuahua, I was going to make you famous.
I can see why Crystal loves him. Deep down, I probably do myself, and that is a scary thing for me.
All right now, boys and girls, we've got another story for you now. We want to introduce to you another friend of the Bible.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!